Hey, this is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa, and welcome back to my channel. This eye look is a must. I played around with it. It's the first time I've really used this palette. I've used it maybe a couple of times, but today I decided that I'm going to put together something that is absolutely gorgeous, and this is actually going to be my Christmas look. I really think I like this a ton. And this is so easy to do. I want you to learn how to do it. I'm 62. If I can do it, you can do it. And we're going to touch about the face too and how we get this glow. And let's get ready for those wonderful pictures that we're going to be making and memories, okay? Because we want our memories to look good. All right, come on, let's go do it. Okay, so this is going to focus mainly on eyes, lips, and brows. I've already done my foundation. I've already put some my concealer on a little bit under my eyes, and I have done a little bit of cream blush. We may come back and do some of that a little bit more, but I'm going to use some Hottie right now, and this is a lip plumper. I will list everything that I've used, though. Even some things are not going to be able to be like just, hey, here it is. They will have a special link for, okay, which is this product. If you haven't used the Dew Finish, oh my goodness, you're missing out on a fabulous product for your under eyes. I'm 62, and this really does help plump up the lines around your mouth and your under eyes. They made it for your under eyes, but I have found that it works really well for my lips as well. So try it, girlfriend. You will love this. I love it, and you don't use very much of it, and I do use it twice a day. I use it morning and night, and then if I look at myself like maybe into the afternoon hours, it can be very beneficial if you have a little bit of stuff settling in there. Teeny bit, pop it on it, and girl, it just blends everything back out perfectly. You need that product. If you don't do anything else, I would get that product, okay? So we are going to start with a little bit of eye primer, simply because we want this to stay on our lovely eyes, okay? And I'm going to use Younique's eye primer. This is going away, so right now it's at a discounted price. I am going to use one color eyeshadow over my whole lid so we can get a nice, fresh, clean start. What I really feel like, you know, saying, first of all, is I would go ahead and do your brows, because your brows do frame your face. And it's going to give you a nice little, like if you don't have anything out here much like me, it's going to give you a reference point for doing your eyes. So make sure that you go ahead and do that, because it's really important to be symmetric. And if you look at me, my eyes are not the same anymore. This one has a little bit more of a lid, and this one doesn't. It's like this side's more droopy than this side. So I really have to learn to compensate for that. And I've had hooded eyes all my life. So, you know, it's just the way it is. But we're going to work around that. Can you see the difference? I can see it. This is the much more prominent than this. This is the lazy side. Okay, so let's get started with this, because I want you to learn how to do it. If you happen to be wondering what's on my face, I did use the Too Faced. I did use this. Love this color and this product. It's a soft matte. This I use, let's see what the color, I use the color Nude. Right there on the back at the very top says Nude. And then I did use RMS, and this is the color 11. I'd use that to the center. I just mix these two together pretty much. It gives me full coverage, and I like that, because, you know, you're going to be making a lot of pictures coming up, because it is around Christmas time, and it is around Thanksgiving time right now. So it's closer to Thanksgiving right now than it is Christmas, but still, you need to get your mindset of what you want to do for your pictures with your family and friends. And this is NYX. This is their little new, I guess it's new. It's new to me. I had not seen it before, and I got it in Ulta the other day, and I like it. It's dual-ended. I like the fact that this little brush is short. You know, sometimes you get them this long, and it gets kind of too long for me, I think. I have close-set eyes, but it is one you're going to have to sharpen. So make sure that you keep that in mind. Let's do, you know what? As I look real quick, I wasn't going to do this, but I am now. This is a Too Faced brow wig, and I love it. It's in color Espresso. It's a little bitty wand. It has little bitty fibers. And if you're lacking, like on this side, I'm lacking hair right there. So all you have to do is just comb through this really lightly. You don't want to do it heavy. And if you do put too much, take your finger, just wipe it away. Because you should kind of sort of knock that off at the top. You see the little fiber there on the top? I don't want to lose that fiber, so I want it to be here. And you're going to have to let this dry. Do you see the difference already? Now let's do this side. See, there's a little fiber sticking up right there. You see it? They're tiny, tiny little fibers. And let me just say, they're not going to come off during the day. They're not going to fall on your face. I've worn this many, 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 many times. And it absolutely does help. It does. It does help if you have really sparse brows. Just make sure you go over there and look. And hopefully they'll have testers. Ulta may have, Sephora may have it also. It's always good to kind of test things first and look at it and make sure it's your right color. Okay, there we go. Now we're just going to let that dry, and then I'll come back, I'll brush through it, and then we'll use the NYX product. So you are going to have to let that dry just for a few minutes. Now I am going to go ahead and grab a brush, and we're just doing a wash of color because I did put that eye primer on, and I don't want it to be sticky or tacky, because if you go in with it being, you know, kind of tacky, you could have a big blob sitting there, and then you're going to be mad because you can't do anything with it. And I'm just going to use some It's and just lightly take this powder, whatever's left. I am practically out of my It's. I'm sad. I should have gotten some when I went last weekend to Ulta, but I didn't do it. I was in a hurry. And I also went to Sephora, but Sephora they had a lot of things on sale that I wanted to look at. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yes. So if you've got a lot of discoloration, do concealer. If you feel like you can get away with just what I did, then do that. The concealer that I would use, I would go ahead and use this one. This is the Too Faced one that I absolutely am crazy about. And this is the color Porcelain. And that's what's underneath my eyes. Love it. There's a video that I'll put at the end of this one from last week that you can watch. And it's like amazing. It is an amazing product. I really do like it. And I am 62 as we speak, as you're watching this. And my under eyes have never been better between the Dew Effect and this new product that I tried. Make sure you go and get the little trial sizes, because this is a mini. Try it. Don't spend the whole amount of money you could on this. Just be mindful of that. They have all the colors. You can test them out. And then get you one and then go home and try it. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion. That's what's good for me. That way I feel like, gosh, I just threw away a lot of money, and you don't want to do that either. Okay, my brows are set. We are going to take this now, and I want to show you just how to do this and how to use this product. It's really simple and easy. I do like to kind of brush through it first. So anything that's loose there will not fall off on your face, okay? A lot of times that's happened to me. How many times have you done something and you wind up looking down here and there's little speckles of things from your brow product? Yeah, I've had that happen too. So this is such a pretty color. I like it, and it's very easy to do your brows when you add that brow wig. You don't really have to think about it much. It just, everything's there. The color's there. And yeah, am I going to have to make a little dot right here? Sure I am, because that's where I'm missing hair. Okay, and I don't put a very dark dot there. But the first things that I do is make sure that I go from here to where I know my point should be here too. Both sides. So stop and look at it and go, okay, that works. That works for me. And now I'm just going to kind of fill in, come back, and we're just going to make a little bitty tail. Not much of one at all. But there's my arch, and we're going to have a little bitty tail right here to end it. Just remember, you can always mark it here, here, and then there, okay? I'm so used to doing mine now that I don't really think much about it. And I'm just going to kind of flick this up right through here. Maybe come along this top part, just kind of smooth it out. But you can see how great this little brush works. I like it because it's short and it's much easier than the longer ones. And then I just take this, kind of brush through it. And if you wanted to, you really don't have to, but you could set it with a clear brow gel if you want to. I usually typically will, this is my original hair, this is my real hair color, that dark color. No, you thought I was a blonde, didn't you? I pretend to be one, yay. I like doing that. And I've always wanted to be a blonde, I'm sorry, I just have. And I've always had baby fine hair. But just brush through this. And then in the end, when we're done, we can come back and look at it. And if you need to touch it up, you can. Very, very simple and easy to use. And I wish I knew how many colors this came in, but it was quite a few colors. So you do have some there at Ulta. You can definitely, they have the samples and you can try and see which color is your best one. Like, do it on your arm. You know, I wouldn't use it on my face or anything. But now we're going to get on with this eye look that I haven't done yet, and we're going to do it together. So here's our palette we're going to use today. I have not used this palette as much as I should have, and I want to give it a good shot today to see what I can do with it, because I think this would be really pretty for Christmas because it has the shimmer colors, it has the green in it. And it's basically one that's good for year round. And, you know, my eyes are green, so I'm hoping that it kind of makes my eyes pop, because I think I'm planning on using this one maybe for Christmas. I'm not sure. I have so much stuff. Who knows what Lister's going to wear. But remember now, we already put the eye primer on, and we already have put a little powder over that. So we are going to use this color here to go ahead, and it makes everything the same color. So that's basically what we're after. Everything the same color. So here we go. Oh, this is such an easy way. If you're a person that gets a palette and it's got like a gazillion colors in it and you struggle with trying to figure out, you know, gosh, what's going to go together, then these little quad palettes are really nice, because that takes the, you know, I could just use two colors out of here. I could use this one and that one and go out the door. That's what I like about these. You don't get overwhelmed with choices. And the only other choice you would have is that there's 4 different kinds of these. And, you know, just choosing those. I have 3 of these palettes. I did not get the cool tone palette, which I should. But I'm more of a warm tone girl when it comes to eyeshadows. I guess it just depends on what I'm wearing. If you're like me, I pick my outfit out first, what I'm going to wear, and then I decide what I want to put on my eyes. But I have not really used this one that much, so I want to give it, you know, a chance is what I'm doing today. That green is like really pretty. So we're going to gravitate now into that green color. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I think I got an idea what I want to do with that one. Right now, we're going to concentrate on this green and this brown. Now, the brown color, that's going to be my transition color. That's what I decided. We're going to use that as a little transition. And I'm not going to use a whole lot of it. I'm using BK Beauty Brush 211. And the other one I was using, I forgot to tell you, is it 201. I love this one because it's kind of large and flat and it's dome shaped. And it's really good for just laying down color, a wash of color all over. So that's the reason I use that one. Now this one is a little more tapered. It's smaller and it's going to fit better right in here. And if you got hooded eyes, just kind of pop it right over your pupil. Let me look straight into the mirror. And that way, I know exactly how high I need to come to bring, so you can actually see that color. So make sure you get it right on both sides. There we go. And then you're just going to start pushing this out. And don't come up here heavy-handed. Make sure you have a light hand at the end. It's much better. You won't put as much product. It's just lighter. Your eyes, our older eyes are very delicate. They are. And so we need to make sure that we take care of our delicate eyes. Mine have changed so much in the last year. It's hard to kind of keep up with it. And the fact that, they're not really shaped the same anymore, that's been a challenge for me. So we are going to have challenges. And as we age, we're just going to have to learn to adapt. That's all we can do, girlfriends. Oh, I like this color. Oh, that's going to look great when I hit with that green. I'm ready. This is going to be really pretty. Very light. Now touch your hand with it. Maybe you got too much on it. You can always tap it off on your hands. Your hands are washable. So you know what? Just make sure you don't touch your clothes or something like that. I'm just basically keeping this very light at the moment, like showing my whole lid. Because I'm trying to decide, do I really want to use this color? I know where I want to use this color, and I am going to use this color. I just don't know if I want to do it on my eyes. I think it's beautiful, though. But I want to concentrate more, I believe, on the green. I'm going to use it, but I'm going to use it in a different way. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's bring this down here just a tad. And just go ahead and kind of map this out down here in this bottom half of my lid, outer corner. And just bring that up to meet that. There we go. That looks good. We all want to lift. And so that's basically what I'm trying to do, is figure out my ever-changing eyes and what's the best technique for me to use now. But this right here, you can't go wrong. Always do the top first. And then you've got that straight little line that comes down. And yes, I'm going to blend this out with a bigger brush, of course. We'll get just a little more brown. Tap it off on my hand. Oh, it's beautiful here today. I need to go outside. We're doing the Thanksgiving Day today with the grandbabies on my side. So his, hers, and ours is all a mess. How many of y'all are like that? You're a blended family, and you just have to get things in when you can, So everybody was accessible today, so that's the reason we're doing it today. So getting together. Those grandboys I tell you what, they are something else. Get 3 of them together, and let me just say, I don't stand a chance against 3 of them. I don't. And it's so much fun. It is. And Hogan's like me. I was like the only girl in a sea of boys. So, lucky me. Well, I guess I did. I was a pretty feisty little girl, I was. Oh, this is pretty. Why have I not used this palette? What's wrong with me? Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Okay. I'm using this as It's little blending brush. I love this brush. I've had it forever. I don't know the number of it. I'll try to look it up for you. But this has been one of my favorite brushes forever. And when I first started doing Younique and doing YouTube, I've had this brush that long. So there's something to be said about that, the quality of it. So you do you, though, girlfriend. You do. See, the reason I like to do that wash of color now is that there's the light. And I don't have to go back and try to create that. So do that wash of color first, and it will make it much easier for you in the end. Now, let me think about what I want to do with this green. We have got to incorporate this green. Okay, I've decided what I'm going to do. This is brush 211. This is a smaller little tapered brush. I got a smaller brush because I want to put it exactly where I want it. So here's the green. Isn't that gorgeous? I think it's so pretty. Tap it off. And I'm going to apply this green like right underneath here. Right underneath that transition color up there. And we're going to add this touch of green through here. And I may bring it onto my lid just a tad. Oh, that is pretty. Okay. Let's stick to this side because I want to get it right first before I go to the other side. Now I'm going to bring it down just a little in front of that brown that I just used. Oh, wow, girlfriend, this is pretty. If you've got green eyes, hazel eyes, or blue, this is going to make it pop. Even brown, I think brown would look beautiful with this palette. And if you didn't want to use the green, girl, you could use this because this color here will make your blue eyes like pop for real. For real. That's my grandchildren saying. Is that for real? Yes, it is. So let's come right underneath. Do the same thing over here like we did over here. These colors go beautiful together. Okay. I have got to start using this palette a little bit more. Now, I am going to come down here with it, just right in front of that brown. That way we have a nice, even look. Oh, that's so pretty. I like it. I do. I think that's gorgeous. And I like the way that all of it's running together in the same. I'm trying to blend it all together now. Just the ends, blend it so that we don't know where one starts and one ends. That's the key. Now I still have to put something on my lid, I'm thinking. I do need a little bit of shimmer. I don't know, that's pretty light for what we've done so far. Let me decide which liner I want to use because I do want to use a little bit of a liner because I want it to have a little more pop. So I've got to decide, do I want brown or black? And typically I go for the brown, and I think I probably will do that today. I don't want it to be too dark. This is perfect, and this is black. And then this one should be my proper right here. This one here. Yes, this is proper. So proper is a chocolate brown. And yeah, I have already sharpened this. Every time you do anything with a liner like this that needs to be sharpened, please sharpen it because you could get some kind of infection. You just never know when things sit for a while and maybe you haven't used them and you don't want to do that. I've had that happen to me. And you just see I'm just kind of dabbing this. I'm not swiping it across there. But I can diffuse it out with a small little tiny brush like this. This is Big K Beauty's is it 210? Yes, 210. And it's little tiny, see it? Tiny brush. Oh, that's pretty. Uh-huh. Look at that. And then I'm going to use Quadra mascara. I'm not doing mascara on here. You have seen me do thousands of mascara videos, I'm sure. And you're like, you wonder what you do mascara? No. And mascara is mascara. It's applied the same way no matter what you use. So I just want to get this eye look down for you so that if you decide, girl, I want that at Christmas time, this has to be really pretty. Now I'm going to bring some of that beautiful green and brown underneath here, underneath my eyes. So let me do this real quick. Because this side is much harder for me. It moves more. So if that happens to you, girlfriend, use a little brush like this. And you'll be able to get it perfectly where you want it. Because you have more control because you're holding it back here instead of punching it right up here like that. And, you know, as you use these, they get shorter and harder to use anyway. So I like to have that light touch. I want to get this right here. Perfect. Perfect. Let me turn the brush. There we go. Now Alyssa got it. I'm not making a wing. I'm just darkening from pupil over. And if you're asking why am I not coming all the way in, I could. But it would bring my eyes closer together, and they're already close together. So I like to keep this part light. Now, if you have wide set eyes, bring it all the way in. Okay, so that would make more sense for us to do it that way. Mine are two different shapes, so I really have to kind of do it and then look and see if they're even looking. So that's basically what you see me doing now, is I'm trying to make sure that both sides, well, they're not going to be twins, but they need to be similar for sure. And once you put mascara on, that really changes everything too. So, what do you think so far? Oh, I love it. Oh, I do. Okay, I had another thought. I think I am going to try to use this one on my eyes. So, but I'm going to use my finger to apply it because I'm just going to use a tiny bit of it. Tiny, tiny bit. And I'm going to only pop it like right here. Right above my pupil. Just so that we can say we've used this color. I am going to use this color in a different way, but I was looking at it going, you know, that might be really pretty blended into the green. So I think I'm right. And you can always come back and touch up the green. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's pretty, girl. That kind of, I got to looking at my top. And I was like, you know, I might incorporate some of that. So let's just see if we can do it. But we can. Look at us. You are smart. You are smart. Always tell yourself that. I used to be the world's worst at saying, why are you so stupid all the time? I have really had to challenge myself with that thought. I don't know if many of you have, but sometimes I'm just like, why'd you do something so stupid? You know, and I say that to myself, and I really shouldn't. I'm going to come back now and kind of blend this green just a bit, not much, because we added that little bit of color. So there we go. Oh, that's looking beautiful. So try not to tell yourself that. I'm the world's worst at telling somebody not to do something and then, but I'm doing it myself. So I'm trying to be a good thought, you know, centered person now about myself. I'm just one of those kind of people who just, I don't know. I look in the mirror and go, what's so great about yourself? Nothing. I mean, I just would really know. Sometimes I wonder what my talent is. What is it that is my talent? Because I really didn't. I feel like I've just kind of wasted a lot of my time in life. You know, I was married for a long, long, long time, and I was kind of a mouse. Let's just say it like that. I was a mouse. I had no opinion on anything, and he made sure I did not have an opinion. So, that was a long time ago, and I don't like reliving it, but sometimes somebody might be, something's on my heart saying I need to say this. So, you know, don't waste your time. Time is a precious thing. So, and the time that I spend doing this is therapy for me. I love it, and I love helping others. So that's the reason I'm here. I was not supposed to be a makeup person. This is a fluke. I joined Younique when they first started. I'm using green and brown here. And I sprayed the brush with the Prime and Set Mist, Younique's Prime and Set Mist. And now we're going to come in and we're just going to kind of work this area here together. And I want to bring a little bit of this under here. And by using that Prime and Set Mist, then it's going to stay better, okay? Like if you have watery eyes, which I do sometimes, that's an aggravating thing. It really does help to do the spray. Just dip it into your color. I usually double, and then come and always start up here. Do your lashes afterwards. That's the reason I came back and popped on here, because I really needed to show you this. And then come under here and just kind of place it. But sometimes I stayed 20-something years. I stayed way too long. But, you know, I'm so thankful for my family. I am. Those grandboys, wow. Hogan is becoming a teenager. So, you know what that means. I know what that means. Ashton's going to have her hands full. I had my hands full with my daughter, for sure. Oh, that's so pretty, y'all. All right, I'm going to do my mascara. And then I'm going to come, I'm kind of popping this green up a little bit. Just so that everything kind of flows. Oh, my goodness, I like this look. Oh, you gotta try it. You gotta try it. Okay, let me go do my mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, we are ready to do some lips. We are going to finish out with a little bronzer too, just a tad. Now I already put my hottie. I've already plumped up my lips and they're ready. Okay, and I already did my dew effect around my lips as well. I do use it here and here, and love it. I swear you need to at least try that product. I promise you'll love it. Now I'm going to use the color Need Me, which is by NYX. And we're going to use a lipstick, and then we're going to come back to the eyeshadow palette to kind of finish this off. Now, this one is such a pretty color. It's one of my favorites. I've been using it forever. It is like a mauve brown. Maybelline makes one named Gone Grease 104. You could do that, but it's a little bit lighter, and I really love this color here. It's so pretty on the lips. And I love it when you use a lip plumper. I don't care what you use, but just, make sure you take care of your lips. Because when you think about it, the lines don't start here. They start here and they go up. So, unfortunately, we need skincare for your lips as well. I'm just kind of overlining a bit just to make mine look a little bigger. And you see how creamy this is and how it goes on? I love it. It's so easy to use. Oh my goodness. One of my favorite colors. Now, we're going to come here and do the same thing. Kind of finish this out. And now, I'm just going to kind of fill in the sides. A little bit. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. It's one of my favorite. Now, Gone Grease is going to be just a little bit lighter. This is not going to be quite as dark as this one. So, if you prefer something a little lighter, I would go with that. I'll link it, though. And here's Minted. Oh, I love Minted. It's so pretty. Watch. Wait, I ain't done. It ain't going to lay like this. You got to use your fingers. Kind of blend it out. And a lot of times I will take an eyeshadow. Sometimes I get a really light eyeshadow and pop it in the center. And that really does help make it stay longer. So if you have that issue, like most of us do, you need some staying power. But today, since I use that one coral color on my eye and I really do love it, I decided, looking at this palette, that I really need to incorporate this color on my lips. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my finger in here and tap it. And maybe I don't have too much. And we're going to dab it over this and just see what we get. I haven't tried this. I'm trying this with you. This is how you learn. It was a thought. And I thought, wow, that is for, oh, girlfriend. Where have you been all my life? Oh, my, that's pretty. That was a double take. Yeah, that's what that was. I know I'm crazy. But sometimes when I get thoughts in my brain, I'm thinking, oh, that's not going to work. But I'm going to do it anyway kind of idea. That's me. Oh, wow, that's pretty. Look at that. And it works. Oh, I have found a new lip look. I love that. I really do. So, you know what? Why don't I hadn't even thought of this till right now. I bet this would be pretty as blush. It's one of those moments. Let me put my bronzer on first. Now, I already have blush on. I did. I have on a green blush. And it's, what blush? It's Younique's. And it's called Playful Pink. That's what I used. And this is called All Butter Up. And it's Buttermilk Bronzer by, I'm looking for a brush. I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what I'm doing. And join my world, Joe. I love this though. But this one is called Buttered Up. All Buttered Up. I really like it. You can get this in Walmart. I did find this one in Walmart, actually. I did not get it at Ulta, but Ulta does carry all of these colors. So, and the actual blushes too. And so the blush is really pretty. I love it. I need to use that. I need to try that on my eyes one time. Okay, let's go up here and get just a little bit up here. And we might... Yeah, I'm going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to find a clean brush. A clean brush. Good luck, listener. Let's use this one. This one's perfect. Yay. This is BK Beauty's 102 or 112? 112. 112. This is what this is for. So let's see what we get. Oh my goodness. If it sucks, don't do it, okay? I'll just have to cover it up somehow. But I think it's going to be really pretty. So I'm going to start here at the corner. And we're just going to kind of add this and see what it looks like. Okay. Oh. Oh, y'all. Oh, when I start saying y'all, that means it's important. It does. Okay, let me look. I want to get it in the same area. Turn it. Because it's this little angled brush. Girl, let's come across here with whatever's left. Oh my. I'm going to do a cheer dance. Yes, I am. I'm home alone. Nobody cares. Wow. All right, let me get a clean little brush over here and just kind of dust out. I might, you know, sometimes, well, because of my mascara, sometimes you might have a little fallout. And you want to make sure that you don't have that. Just make sure you get a clean, dry brush. Don't use one that you've had sitting down there. It won't look good. My allergies are horrible. So my under eyes are just under siege right now. And this weather has changed. We've gone from summer to winter in like a day. So, hey. That's the way it is here in Alabama. So if you live here, you know exactly what I mean. Oh my, I love this look. I love this look. I love it, this look. Okay. Oh my gosh. Y'all gonna have to try it. If you have something similar, try it with what you have. But if you don't have some of these products, you know, I'd be happy to help you with anything. I'm going to use my beauty blender since we've been moving things around so much I can't find it. Spray. Oh, I love this stuff. Oh, spray. Come over here. It feels so good to your skin when you're putting this on. But what this does, it's going to set. And you're going to have this beautiful shine payoff. And it's not going to come off. It's going to hold everything in place. And you'll just have this beautiful sheen all day long. It smells divine. I love it. And then the last thing I want to do is use my Prime and Set Mist by Younique. And this seals the deal. Boom. Oh, girl. My face feels fabulous. It does. This eye look, let me just sit here. Now, tell me what you think. What's it look like? Oh, I like it. Okay. So, I think you will love this. I really do. We used it multiple ways. I used all 4 colors on my eyes. We used this for blush, little touch up. Girl, we did our under eyes a little bit. I did not tight line, you know, in the waterline or anything. I just basically came underneath just a little. I don't come all the way in. I just pupil and over is pretty much for me. Even the top, pupil and over. Close set eyes. That's why. Okay, girlfriends. Thank you for hanging out with me. Oh, wow. Please like and share and click that notification bell. I'm excited. I am. I'm excited how this turned out. And I hope you go get this. If you already have it, try it with what you have. Just give it a go. Give it a shot. But I'll list everything that I've used in this video. And you can go and try it out for yourself. All day. It's going to stay beautiful. And this is one of those looks you can carry throughout the year. It's not just a holiday kind of thing. Even though it is close to the holidays, this is probably going to be my look I wear for Christmas Eve. I really like it. Okay. Love you guys. And I will see y'all next week. Have a great time. See you later.